I got root canal surgery, and I want to talk you through the exact process, how it was, because there's not many videos out there talking about what it's like, the pain, etc. So I want to be the one to tell everyone exactly the process and show a video of what it was like actually getting a root canal. Stay tuned. So in order for this video, we got to take it back to day one of how I was actually feeling. So basically how I was feeling is a slight sensitivity in my teeth. It's happened in the past before, right? If you have sensitivity to your teeth and it kind of goes away. So it went away, and I was kind of always having it when I was a kid, on and off. So I kind of just ignored it and went away, right? Until Friday. So today is Wednesday. So Friday, so a couple of days ago, what ended up happening is at night it was severe pain on, and then it went away. Basically what happened was if I put water in my mouth, it would stay cold and the pain would release. So Friday night, off and on. Saturday, off and on, went to the zoo. It was severe pain. So the pain was basically to my eyes, up to my head, and my teeth. Right? So teeth, eyes, head, like that. And it was like pressure building up. So if you have similar signs, this is probably a sign for you to get a root canal as well. So what ended up happening was Sunday came and it was constant pain. Literally the whole day, unless I had cold water in my mouth, that's the only thing that would relieve it. It was consistent pain the whole day. Now, I couldn't do anything about it. I took Advil, I put numbing cream on my teeth. I took Tylenol, nothing worked. The only thing that worked was cold water, which is another sign of pulpitis, which is basically my tooth was dying. Yeah. Monday as well. Monday was constant pain. So booked the dentist, went in Tuesday. They basically assessed it. And from what I learned, it's basically gases swelling up in my tooth, killing it. And like when you bruise your hand, it basically, it swells up a little bit. A tooth has no room to swell. So what it does, it tries to swell, but it can't. So it's just so much intense pressure. Your nerves are there, and it causes that pain that I was feeling, like head, eyes, teeth, and it was bad. Not gonna lie, it hurt a lot. So basically my tooth was dying, and now it's officially dead. So that was the process. It started off and it was dying, then it dies, and then you gotta get a root canal so you don't get an abscess, which is like an infection. So what I had to do is I had to, cancel all my showings for work. I had to get checked out by the dentist to confirm it's a root canal, and they hooked me up with a great root canal. So I'm on my iPhone right now. So let's continue. So basically I went to the dentist and they told me I needed to get a root canal. They hooked me up with a specialist. I'll put the business card here. Man, they did an amazing job, by the way. I just forget the name right now. So I was in constant pain, and fortunately they called me the very next day and they were gonna get me in. The appointment was originally 3:45. It ended up being early. I think it was 12, so that was super clutch because I was in a lot of pain. And what actually happened is the pain shifted. It's a different kind of pain. So it shifted from like this ache to like sensitivity to the touch and stuff. And then it still was radiating. So a lot of pain, but it shifted now to sensitivity more. So that's when the tooth is dead and the body knows the tooth is dead. So it comes in and tries to do whatever it wants to do, like the immune system. I also noticed my glands were getting swollen and I was getting a headache, the chills, like a fever type symptoms. So fast forward 24 hours and then I'm currently on my way to the root canal specialist, but I'm super scared, nervous. I was writing a script in the chair, waiting to be taken to the root canal. I decided to make this into a story because I was personally so scared, just nerve-wracked. because it's just the thought of it. So I wanted to make this video. If anyone's getting a root canal, they could search up this video and kind of learn exactly what it was like, because I actually just got it done today, like a couple hours ago, so it's still fresh memory in my head, and I tried to document it. So basically, yeah, during I got my freezing done, and I was super nervous. And then, like, you know, when they put the needles in to freeze your mouth, so they put one needle in, froze my mouth. That was the most scary part. I've gotten tons of freezing, but like, I just know it was about to come. So doctor left, you know, let that freeze a little bit. I'm like, okay, it's ready. So I could still feel some pain during it. So what they did is they put more freezing in, and then when they were in the tooth, I felt a little bit more pain. So what they did is they actually put freezing in the tooth as well. So if you're, you know, talking and honest with them, they'll give you more freezing depending on how much pain you feel. So they gave me 3 doses or whatever needles of pain, and I didn't feel anything after. It just, I could hear it, you know, in your skull and in your brain. I saw photos. I'm gonna pull one up. Literally what they do to the tooth is disgusting. They like open it like a hole, and this is not my tooth, but that mine looked like that, a little bit bigger. I didn't take any photos though. I had my eyes closed the whole time. The doctor was Andrew, Moncars. He was clutch. Definitely recommend them. Again, business card will be pulled up. Definitely go to them. 100% recommend. He was so patient. He explained everything to me, made me feel comfortable and confident. He was well experienced, and it was probably around 30 minutes plus or minus for the whole procedure. You know, it smelled bad because my tooth was dead. I can't explain what the smell was. He told me, but I totally forgot. And then after he showed me everything he did when it was done, then the swelling, my tooth definitely hurt. So they put some rubber stuff inside of my tooth, which looked pretty cool, but it's also scary knowing that that's in my tooth right now. The tooth is just dead. So after the surgery, honestly, I wasn't just as much pain I was before. I was feeling the tooth, the head, the eyes. It was bad.
I just finished up with the surgery for my root canal, and it's really painful, I'm not gonna lie. This is all swollen, like, smile, see? It's all swollen, and it hurts a lot, not gonna lie. But it's getting a little better. I also just got my hair cut on the way back. Shout out Casa Massimo in Stouffville. Best haircuts in Stouffville, because he's fast, he's good price as well. So shout out to him. Always does it right whenever I need it. Just trying to manage the pain. But yeah, everything else is pretty good. It went smoothly, but it does definitely hurt when the numbing is coming down.
And that lasted about 1 hour, and then just slow pain decrease. Now I would say I'm in about a 0.1 out of 10 of pain. Like, I don't really feel any pain anymore. So that's within, like, you know, it just gets better and better. And the pain I was feeling, definitely like worth getting the surgery. Basically just got my hair cut after that. But I still had like this headache and swollen glands, which I think will just come down with time. But the process was pretty straightforward, and definitely recommend going to that place. The pain threw off my week and threw off my momentum, but you know, life gets in the way, and it makes you realize that health is #1 priority, and you need to prioritize your health so things like this don't happen, and you can, you know, continue on with your life without, you know, having these huge disruptions and headaches and not feeling well. So yeah, that's the whole process of getting a root canal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to making more videos like this. If you want to follow my daily life, learn how to better yourself, make sure to subscribe, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I wanted to make this video to help anyone of you who's about to get a root canal, and good luck. Ask me any questions in the comments below. Peace out.
Good.